should I just jump right in? And
Yeah, what do you think?
For it, yeah.
When I was a political consultant to the vice president in 2000, also a contested election outcome in which no one was criminalized for asking questions about the outcome. I mean, this is really haunting me. But also, I advised the Clinton re-election campaign. And what I learned as a political consultant is to read events backwards. In other words, what's happening? Like, what's the outcome? Like, let's leave the story alone, because what you learn as a consultant is that at that level, the guys in the room choose the outcome, and then they go to the message guys down the hall and ask the message guys to come up with a story to get the American people to accept the outcome, the goal. And often the story has nothing to do with the goal. So I'd encourage you almost like, don't pay that much attention to what you're being told about the reasons that lawmakers who are Republican are being subpoenaed, or that the president of the United States has, 30 people bursting into his private home and seizing his materials. And look at everyone else. Project Veritas is related to this. Steve Bannon having a SWAT team going into his private home is related to this. I mean, leaving the stories aside, the overall chessboard is the criminalization of being a Republican. Mm-hmm. And
did you ever think you'd say that?
I mean, yeah, I wrote this book, The End of America, in 2008, warning that we were hurtling toward, that there are 10 steps tyrants always take to close down an open society, and that step 10 is where we're at now. I didn't know we'd get here so fast. I thought we'd headed off at the pass because we're, able to cherish our republic, but clearly we're not doing that. But yeah, so the outcome is, you're exactly right to worry about timing, Tim, because these are dangerous months. And I've been saying this for months, leading up to these months. What are we in now? August, September, October, November.
It's going to get crazy.
It's going to get crazy. And the goal is to have things so unstable, so scary, chilling everywhere, shocking images, people's homes being broken open, people being led away in handcuffs, Peter Navarro in leg chains, right? This is all part of the drama, the spectacle of what other countries like Russia and China understand is tenderizing an enemy. So the American people are being tenderized right now. And the goal is to completely incapacitate the Republican leadership, to scare journalists and critics like you and me, because that's part of it. And we'll just say me, I'm scared. And also to tie up the leadership like Bannon and Trump in so many legal problems and hassles that they are not able to pose a threat to the outcomes that are already foreordained.
And Alex Jones.
And Alex Jones, absolutely.
He's not, Jones was so massively influential in 2014, 15, 16. They found a way to get him off all these platforms. And Alex Jones, for all the criticisms that I think he deserves, he got wiped off of the internet back to back all at the same time.
Right.
So maybe you can call it a cascade effect, but I think powerful interests were like, this is a guy who's rallying people with a massive platform. This can't be allowed.
Right.
I guess my question for you, when you wrote the book in 2008, did you think it was going to be Republicans who would turn out to be the victims of this?
That's such a painful question. I mean, at the time, it was Republicans doing the bad things.
It was Mitt Romney and like John McCain.
Oh, no, worse. It was
Bush.
Dick Cheney. I mean, it was Guantanamo. It was, the global war on terror. That was the terrifying internal and external threat invocation. That's step 1 of the 10 steps to fascism. Now it's a virus. But
to be fair, Liz Cheney's still here, and she's leading the charge.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
thank goodness.
Yeah.
Wyoming is so happy.
Yeah.
I guess what I said then, I mean, I remember this. My people are so dumb.
Who are your people in this?
The former liberal. I mean, I'm a liberal by classical liberal all my life, registered Democrat all my life. My former people, my former tribe of the left are very short-sighted, and they're cheering about Project Veritas is in trouble, Donald Trump is in trouble. It's like cheering the rope that is going to hang them metaphorically, and they're not reading history. But the reason I say this is that in 2008, I remember everyone around me going, we just need to get Obama in, and then there will be no more tyranny. And I'm like, are you insane? Are you insane? These things of, shutting down democracies, the left and the right both do it. And during the Obama years, I was one of like 5 people on the left, including Glenn Greenwald, who were like, you know what, he's droning Americans. Guantanamo's still open. It's growing. You know, all of these promises are not being kept. So I didn't expect it would be Republicans being hunted, but I'm not surprised that that has come about.